Okay, that's good. Well, if you've ordered trims from me and you've ordered a pack of 2, you will get them on this. If you've ordered 1, you might be getting them on this, or you might be getting them in wrapped in cardboard. So I've got this one from, can't remember what number I used for the trim, but anyway, I have this, and we're going to be doing, good morning, Gwendolyn, how are you? And we're going to be doing this on, we were going to be using this as a Christmas ornament because I couldn't think of anything else to use, to do this morning. And then I had this leftover paper from Posh Chalk, and we're going to use that. It's a church. It's called Venetian Palace. I want to try and get to look like this. And the point of it all is then to place some angels. And I would like to do a trim on it. So let's start by, actually, and let me talk to you about the trims. There are 2 trims that I'm considering using. Good morning, Woodubend. Good morning, Shelley. Did I miss anyone? So these are 2 new trims that I absolutely love and are amazing. Oh, you're very welcome, Woodubend. They're amazing for trims. Actually, it's those 2, 801 and 803. They're actually made for kitchen cabinets if you want to add some, if you know those flat doors that look something like this. Let me show you. Look like this. And you wanted to not spend a lot of money. Hi, Betty. How are you? And you didn't want to spend a ton of money on redoing them. You could use this one. Now, this one I really loved for smalls because, let me show you how thin it is. Look at it. It's tiny, tiny. And it's also, hi Wanda, good morning. And if you are using a small ornament and you have a lot of details, and I am going to have a lot of details. I'm going to have the decoupage paper and the angels, but what I want to draw, and I don't want the Woodubend trim to take away from the beauty of what I have. So that's why I want to use this. Now, at first I thought of using this one, but it's a little bit too elaborate for me, considering how busy my ornament is going to be. So the first thing I'm going to do is find my infuser, which you will not get it in this, you will get it in maybe in a jar like this. And I prefer to pour mine in here. I have more control, and I have tons of these available, and they're all on my website on Etsy. So I'm going to turn you down a little bit more, and so that we can see what we're doing. Now, the other thing is I want the dome of my palace or church to show. So I'm going to place this like this. I could cut it out first, but what I'm going to do is not cut it out. That makes sense. I painted the base of my Woodubend molding, and of course I don't have my brush. There's one. So I've just applied a little bit of the infuser that I use for decoupaging. And I have my hand placed exactly where I want my paper to be. And then I'm going to lift up the other side and do the same thing. Just make sure that your edges are well covered. I have a problem in that I always do not do my edges well. And what's great about using this as an ornament, besides the fact that it's free, is that it has a hole, a ready-made hole on it, in it, on it, whatever. So let me just, I haven't put any on the top because I do want to trim my paper, and if it's wet, I cannot do that. So I'm just using a low number, like 300, no, it's either 250, you can do 220, you can do 400 grit sandpaper. Yeah, this is beautiful. I used it for something else, and this was, the great thing about this is that I kept it and I'm reusing it for another project. Now, sometimes you'll notice that there are thick fibers, like this. I don't know if you can see them. I don't think I have any thick ones here, but with those, you can actually cut it with scissors rather than pull it. We're almost there. And right there. Now I'm going to cover it with my Woodubend. I'm going to, hi Jane, how are you? Did I say good morning, Betty? I hope I did. I'm going to leave this to dry for a few minutes and I'll show it to you up close. I'm just covering with another coat of infuser. It's Monday morning. If I get my words confused, forgive me. I'm going to add just a little bit more because it feels like it needs it. And I'm so glad I was able to get my dome in. And always when you're applying your paper, your decoupage paper, go from the middle to outside by brushing it like this. I'm going to leave this to dry, but close to me because I need to figure out what colors I'm going to use on the angels and on my trim. Now, I thought of maybe using gold. This is pearl gold on my trim. But I think I might try and use the blue phthalo because of this blue. It might be a little bit too bright, so I might mix some black in. I have not prepared for this, so please don't hold this against me. But we're going to do our best. So I'm going to, this is blue phthalo, and if I need to add a little bit of white, I will. I don't need that much. And try and keep, I have to change my, what's it called? Press and seal, because it has a hole in it. I haven't been so good with my other pastes. I've been rather lazy. Let's get some water. Where's the water? I do need my water. Oh, no, that's not it. Unless it fell on the floor. Well, I won't make you wait. I will use, because I can't find my water, my infuser. Good morning, Elizabeth. So I'm going to use my infuser because I can't find my water. And you can do that. You can even use a retarder. So use what you have. I'm going to heat up my Woodubend. And I'm going to paint it before I apply it. This, again, is a new trim. I haven't seen anyone use it yet. And they may have, but I'm not live. I'm not online all the time. This is 801. And I'm heating it up. Because I want to paint it. And this is not a thick piece of Woodubend. But you can see how great it looks because it's exactly what I need for a busy ornament. So let's start by painting this. And if you haven't used Woodubend before, Woodubend is a product of wood. And it has all the properties of wood. The difference, the major difference, and it is major, is that when you heat it up, you can bend it. Yeah, this is 801, Jane. It is not wide at all, so works great on these. I'm just going to move this out of my way. And I'm just going to start painting, making sure I have all my sides covered. And the color may not be too bad. I may have to add something a little bit deeper, but maybe I'll put black wax a little bit to dirty it. So I just wanted to measure out. I would have done this usually on ahead of time, but now you can watch me do it from the very beginning. And I know I'm making a mess, but I can wipe this off. We need to do a little bit more. And I don't want to paint it after I place it because I am messy. Oh, it hasn't been released? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Woodubend. Oops, oops. Oops. It's a good thing I didn't put it on my website then. That's why I haven't seen anyone use it. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jessie. I am so sorry. Okay, let me wipe down this because I don't want to mess up. If I can wipe. And we're going to use glue, wood glue to apply it. And hopefully this is dry. If I've missed saying hello to anyone, I'm sorry. So I'm going to start by heating this properly up and then putting it around my edge. And the color isn't too bad. I can go back and add a little bit of black because there is black here, and I'll probably do that. And I'm going to heat this up just to get an idea of how much more I need. I just need a little bit more. And this really is a perfect size for an ornament. I'm just heating this up because I need to add a little bit more. And because I don't have 3 hands, I'm letting the dryer do it by itself. Let me just flip this over and do a little bit more. Oops. And I've got the blue all over the place. And as you know, if you watch me, I am rather messy. I try not to be, but can't be helped. And it's so easy to paint this. Takes no time at all. I'm going to start applying it because I don't have too much time. And where is my wood glue? And I'm using Quick and Thick Tight Bond. And that's what I prefer to use. You can use any good wood glue. Oops. And you can apply the glue either, yes, it is Betty, either with your finger or with a brush. You can apply it on the molding, or I'm doing it right now on my ornament. So I'm going to do this. See, it's already taken the shape, which I'm happy about. And you can remove the excess with a wipe or with a paintbrush that's got some water on it. And I'm just trying, before I use my dryer, to remove the excess. And then just going to move it. See how it curves? Now, no wood will do that for you. I don't know of any wood, unless you put it in water and you shape it in water and then you dry it, will do that. I've got a little bit too much here. No worries, Elizabeth. And here I am worrying that I didn't have my Etsy store all set up. I'm just adding it because I put too much on. And wiping this off. Now I did get some of the blue from my paint on here, but I don't really care. It's already got a lot of blue on here, so I'm fine with that. Now I have a choice, I have a decision to make. Do I bend this like this, or do I cut it and start my curve? You know what? I think I'm just going to bend it. And I do have some painting here that I forgot to do, so I will do that. Add a little bit more. Try not to get too much. And actually, I can cut this right here. So I'm trying to adjust here. The first time around it worked really well. So how was everyone's weekend? I hope you all had a great day. Oh no, Jessie, is the smell bad? And you're in winter. So as you can see, I managed to bend it quite well. Yes, I know I will have to repaint some of my edges because I didn't do a good job painting them all the way around. And I'm going to join these two by doing a miter cut, I guess you call it. I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to heat it up and then overlap one over the other. And I might do an angle. I'll remove this bit and this bit and just put a tiny bit over here. And it's such an easy project, Shelley. I'm going to heat it up now. And by the time I repaint this, it's going to be perfect. So see what we have. And yes, I know I have my edges to do. And at the same time, you're painting the edge of the mold of the ornament. I'm just going to add just a little bit more to make it now. I can wax over the molding to, if I don't like the color, I can put a little bit of black to match the picture. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it like this, and then all we have to do is add our little angels that are amazing. The angels are 1186 and they're perfect. I need to heat this up, so hold on 1 second. They're perfect for small projects. I love them on books. I just want to heat this up because it's lifted a little. I'm doing this, please remember, that I'm doing this very, very quickly. I normally would not do it, but for the sake of a live, I am doing it fast. And then all that's left to do is for me to decide what color. Oh, let me cut this out. So you can put a ribbon here, and then you just put, I'm not sure what color I'm going to do this, but I will think about it later. And oops, why can't I get my fingers? And the heart right on there. I don't know if you can see that well. But that's, I'll probably do them a plain color, maybe not blue, but maybe a beigey color, and add some paste. And I have to paint here because I pulled it off. But this is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this rather quick live.